Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. This story is a doozy. On March 5th, 2022, Mississippi State Trooper Jason Young alleges that while conducting a safety checkpoint, a woman reported to him that a vehicle was backing up the road, seemingly to avoid the checkpoint. This is not captured on video, and dashcam footage begins as Trooper Young begins driving up the road to catch the truck. At the same time, a viewer named Jimbo was on his way home from work when he received a phone call from his brother to request his help moving furniture for his grandmother, who had recently been assigned to hospice care. Nearly a mile before even reaching the checkpoint, Jimbo had made a legal U-turn, unaware of the checkpoint ahead. Moments later, he noticed Trooper Jason Young of the Mississippi State Police speeding towards his vehicle, with his emergency lights engaged to initiate a traffic stop. Jimbo pulls over and hands Trooper Young his documents immediately. The audio was not captured for the traffic stop, but shows Trooper Young bringing a breathalyzer to Jimbo's vehicle. After administering 2 tests, Trooper Young returns to his cruiser, but not to leave, and makes an odd request of Jimbo.
Make a U-turn and turn around and go back.
Jimbo complies with the trooper's request and drives to the checkpoint, during which Trooper Young turns off his dashcam. In the trooper's court testimony, he claims that based on the breathalyzers he just administered, and what he could allegedly smell, Jimbo had consumed some kind of alcohol and was, quote, under the influence of an intoxicating odor, a smell which indicated some type of beverage. This statement is very strange, considering that he then asked Jimbo to drive, and turned off his dashcam. When the 2 parties arrived at the checkpoint, Jimbo was not charged with a DUI. Instead, he was given a ticket for an unsafe lane change. The trooper then impounded the truck and released Jimbo to his wife after a lengthy detention. The problem is that an improper lane change is not an offense that you can impound a vehicle for, and just before court, a charge of careless driving was added. The unsafe lane change charge was dropped, and despite the lack of evidence that Jimbo did either offense he was being accused of, outside of the trooper's testimony, Jimbo was found guilty of careless driving and subject to a $50 fine. At trial, the prosecutor had asked for him to be sentenced to 10 days in jail, but the offense doesn't carry jail time, and this is where the story gets even more interesting. Prior to his conviction, Jimbo had posted about the incident on Facebook. The post included the trooper's name and a picture of his own truck, and before ever even appearing in court for the citation, he was pulled over a second time by Trooper Young. He received this dashcam footage after his conviction for the first incident, and the audio shows that Trooper Young was on a cell phone call with an unknown woman, talking about the Facebook post, Jimbo's truck, and making plans to find Jimbo. And as fate would have it, as Trooper Young is hunting for Jimbo on the same road as the first incident, at about the same time of day, Jimbo drives by, heading home from work.
Go over here. I was like, and I had in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna see this motherfucker today, because he posted something on his Facebook, and I saw that damn truck. It had one of those little bull bars in the front.
You ain't saw no damn Jimbo.
I swear, let me tell you. When I tell you I did. So I was facing. Let me call you back.
After spotting Jimbo's truck, Trooper Young chases him down.
Get your driver's license. What I'll be wrong? I explain to you whenever I get your driver's license. All right, sir. Speed limit back there is 45. You was at 55. What's your priority today? Okay, you got the insurance on you?
Trooper Young claims that Jimbo was driving 10 miles over the speed limit and returns to his cruiser to write a ticket. After the first incident, Jimbo bought a dashcam but realized that it wasn't recording. He now turns it on before Trooper Young returns with his citation.
Alright, you're in DeSoto County. Let me explain this to you. You're in DeSoto County. If you got any question, contact your information here at the bottom. I'll see you in a few weeks, punk.
Trooper Young couldn't handle being called a punk, and he certainly couldn't allow a free American to exercise his First Amendment rights, so he chases Jimbo down and pulls him over again.
I flipped him off and now he's pulling me up. He's coming back to get me. Now he's pulling me over again. Step out the car, Mitchell. For what? Go ahead, step out. What do I do wrong? Step right back there.
Trooper Young now arrests Jimbo and impounds his truck again for careless driving, for taking his hand off the wheel, and disorderly conduct. Remember, this happened before his conviction for the first traffic stop. Jimbo then created the Facebook group Trooper Jason Young Watchdog Group in September of 2022. Since its inception, the group has grown to nearly 1,000 members. In it, various locals tell their stories about Trooper Young and post where he has set up speed traps. At Jimbo's first appearance for his arrest, he was told that they were considering charging him with a felony for threatening the officer in the Facebook group. That never happened, but his lawyer asked him if it really mattered. After all, they've charged him with all this other stuff already, and they can technically charge you with whatever they want and force you to pay to defend it. With that, his lawyer suggested he remove the Facebook group. Jimbo didn't, and at his second court appearance, his lawyer spoke with the prosecutor, and they offered him the deal of a lifetime. They told him that if he takes down the Facebook group about Trooper Young, they would drop his charges within 6 months. Jimbo declined the alleged First Amendment retaliation and is now set for trial on December 9th. Unfortunately for him, it will be a bench trial, where his jury is a single judge that happens to work with the prosecutor and cops on a regular basis. As in Mississippi, you can't get a jury trial unless you are facing more than 6 months in jail. Currently, Jimbo is looking for more representation, so if you know of an attorney in Mississippi that can help him, please email me and I will ensure you are connected to Jimbo. His current plan is to appeal any convictions and pursue civil action for the alleged conspiracy to deprive him of his civil rights, malicious prosecution, and First Amendment retaliation. I've been working on this story since September to see where it would go, and given everything I've seen, it's apparent that Jimbo needs help fighting these charges and following up against them in federal court. His GoFundMe will be linked in the description and pinned comment. If you can help, do so. Otherwise, it is likely that they will keep doing this to other people. Jimbo wrote up a complaint and sent it to the governor, his senators, and several members of the Mississippi Highway Safety Patrol. Senator Cindy Hyde Smith is the only one that has responded.
And I had in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna see this motherfucker today.
Thanks for watching. If you have a video, use the submit link in the description or pinned comment. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe and hit the bell for future content, and check out our other channels, Lady LackLuster and The Odd Side. Remember to like, share, and leave a comment about what you think of this interaction. It's the easiest way for you to help expose corruption and misconduct. Merchandise is available using the links below. Join the LackLuster family for just $1 if you'd like to further support the channel. Get a Lack logo next to your name, custom emotes, and early access to videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. All links are down below.